CES is now upon us, and that always brings with it one very big question. What kind of OLED flex is LG bringing this year? Welcome back, everyone. I'm Caleb Dennison, and for you, dear viewer, I have flown across the country to LG's US headquarters in New Jersey so that we can get a look at everything the company is bringing out in TV for 2022. I mean, forget about it. Now, to be honest with you, I'm pretty excited right now. I'm the first media person to see any of this stuff. That's me flexing. But it's not about me, it's about LG and what kind of TVs they're bringing to the US market in 2022, specifically in their OLED lineup. Before I get into it, I just wanted to mention LG does have other TVs outside of its OLED TV lineup that you're going to want to know about. We're going to cover that in a separate video, which brings to mind one very important thing. If, for some reason, you are not already subscribed to this channel, now would be an excellent time to obliterate that subscribe button. Smashing will not do. I need full-on obliteration. That way, you're going to see all of the great content that we've got coming out around all the new products that are coming out in 2022. Thank you for your support. All right, let's do this. All right, let's start with the Gallery series, or this year it's going to be called the G2 series of OLEDs. There is some literally big news that I'm very excited to share with you. So if you remember, last year, the biggest Gallery series OLED you could buy was a 77-inch. That's a pretty impressive size, but this year, they're going big. You can also get an 83-inch Gallery series OLED this year, but that's not all. Oh, no. They're going seriously big this year. Announcing for the first time LG's 97-inch G2 OLED. That's right, 97 inches. Let's put that into perspective. First of all, here you see the 83-inch OLED. You'll notice that the 97 isn't here. It couldn't quite make it in time. Don't worry though, I'm getting one in for review, so we're gonna see plenty of it. But you can just see by the way they've masked things off here, the 97-inch is going to be absolutely massive. I mean, think about a 100-inch projection screen and an ultra short throw projector. We're talking about that kind of size, but with OLED picture quality. Super, super exciting. Now, a 97-inch OLED, I mean, that pretty much does it for me. I could pack up and go home right now, but there is more. The Gallery series OLEDs from LG, the G2 series, are going to have even brighter performance than before. They still have the OLED EVO technology, but the new Gallery series TVs will now have a heat dissipation technology built into the panel so they can get even brighter than before. Sounds a little bit similar to what Sony did in 2021. Now we're seeing it with LG and their unique implementation. Should also mention that the Alpha 9 Gen 5 processor is going to be a big part of that. So it's a package deal. The Gallery series also got a little bit of a facelift. It's got a slightly different bezel on the side. It's got a very slick silvery strip that's going around the edges, and the new mount that goes with these TVs, it comes in the box. Remember, you don't get a TV stand with the Gallery series, you get the mount. Flush mounts it to the wall for an extremely slick look. And when I think about that 97-inch Gallery series TV right up against the wall, totally flush, I mean, that's just gonna look fantastic, right? But it's not all Gallery series. There's some new improvements to the C series as well. Now, if you don't remember from last year, the C series already went up to 83 inches. The 83-inch size is just new for the Gallery series this year. But going hard in the opposite direction, the C series will now be available in a 42-inch model. You remember how excited I was by that 48-inch model? I mean, bringing the OLED down to a smaller size so it's more accessible for more people. Also, we had dreams of putting them on our desktops, and some of us actually did, to varying degrees of success. The 42-inch, I think, really brings that dream home. This is absolutely gonna fit on your desktop. You could use it as a desktop monitor, but I'm really thinking about the gamers right now. This is going to be an incredible gaming display because you can get right up on it. The pixel pitch is super steep. We've got so many pixels crammed into just a 42-inch OLED display. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking this is incredible, especially for gamers. But going down to a 42-inch size is not the only news about C-Series. As I mentioned before, we're also going to get brighter C-Series OLED TVs. That's right. LG OLED EVO technology is making its way to the C-Series. It is unlocked. It is brighter, and not just a little bit. It's very obvious. They have a display here with a G-Series next to a C2, and then they also have the C2 next to a C1, and the brightness improvements step per step per step are extremely impressive. So as excited as I am about there being a 42-inch OLED TV, I'm even more excited that C-Series now gets even brighter than before. Now, I mentioned gaming before, and I feel like gaming is a big deal for OLED TVs now because, well, first of all, the C1 was my favorite gaming TV in 2021, and it's looking pretty good for the C2 in 2022 as well. But one notable improvement to LG's OLEDs across the board, any of them that come with HDMI 2.1 ports, which would be the entire C-Series and Gallery series, will now be full 48 gigabits per second HDMI 2.1 ports. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't also mention that WebOS is seeing some improvements in 2022, and some pretty cool ones at that. You can now get profiles with WebOS. That means that you, your significant other, your kids, you can all have individual profiles on your WebOS system so that you get custom content recommendations. You can customize the home screen, make it look any way you want. You can order the apps any way you want, and it's all personalized for you. And then anybody else in the household can also have their own customized WebOS experience. Honestly though, my favorite new WebOS feature is actually a wireless transmission feature. So let's say your main TV is connected to your cable or satellite box, and you decide you want to watch the big game on a different TV in the home that doesn't have a cable box connected to it. Well, now you can take that cable box signal connected to your main TV and wirelessly beam it to another LG TV in the home. Now, it doesn't work for all LG TVs, only certain models, 2022 models specifically, but super slick how you can just sort of queue it up and send the content to another TV in the home. I can see this being a real practical benefit for a lot of folks. Before I get out of here, I should also mention that all these TVs got a little bit of a facelift, some small improvements. I mean, they already had ridiculously small bezels to begin with. Now those bezels are even smaller. They also have a nice silver border going on for them, very slick. And in fact, the C-Series TVs that do come with tabletop stands now swivel. So that's a little added bonus for you as well. All told, a pretty significant year for LG OLEDs this year. Plenty of flex happening. You've got the new Gallery series, which is even brighter than last year. The new C series now brighter than last year as well, with the new OLED EVO technology built in. We're seeing sizes everywhere from 42 inches all the way up to 97 inches, which honestly, I'm still having trouble wrapping my brain around how awesome that is. A very good year for LG OLEDs indeed, and a great way to start out our CES. Thanks as always for watching, everyone. What do you think? 42-inch OLED, 97-inch OLED, what gets you most excited? Or is it the new brightness? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and here's 2 other videos that I think you'll like.